There's no doubt that Minecraft is a beloved game that lets players really flex their creative muscles, but there is a lot of debate concerning the backstory of the game, and how certain parts of it came to be. Who is Steve? What exactly is the Void? And where the hell do creepers really come from? While some of these questions may never be answered, there's definitely a ton of speculation. So today we're taking a look at some of these theories, with our top 10 insane Minecraft theories list. Let's jump in. And at number 10 is Postapocalyptic. This one's a tad long, so I'll try to give you guys the Cole's notes here. So in the past, there was another world where magic was a common occurrence. They discovered how to open up portals, and discovered the Nether, but it was filled with hostile monsters and portals to the Nether were banned. The Ender Dragon tried to invade but failed, but a curse or illness spread across the land, causing people to turn to zombies. Everyone fled, and this is where the game begins, with Steve potentially being the last human survivor on the planet. Up next at number 9 is Herobrine. The Herobrine theory started off as a creepypasta, and despite developers stating that no such thing as Herobrine exists, many players still think it does. So essentially this comes from a story of a player running into another version of Steve in single player mode, who appeared to have empty eyes and would create random constructions, like sand pyramids in the ocean and 2x2 tunnels. Needless to say, this one was disproved, since there is nothing that exists in the code that references an entity like this, and a lot of the images that appeared online were clearly photoshopped. Our next theory is one that claims the game is subtly religious, specifically Christian. Theorists say that the game is an attempt to teach Christian values on players to help convert them, and each monster in the game is an allegory for one in the Bible, like the Ender Dragon, who is Satan. And the Nether? Yep, you guessed it, that's hell. Villagers are supposed to be disciples, which almost ties into this other theory that villagers are Jewish based on their appearance looking like a traditional Jewish garb. But don't worry guys, there's no subliminal conversion messages proven to be in the game. Plus the theory has a ton of holes, and Notch, the maker of the game, is an open atheist, so. Up next, number 7 is creepers are pigs. Here's the theory that ended up being true. Sort of, or at least part of it. When the game was first released, many fans were quick to point out the resemblance between creepers and pigs. So during the development of the game, creator Notch was toying with the pig model, which led him to accidentally create creepers since he liked how this distorted pig looked. Fans took this further by suggesting that creepers are an evolved species of pig, with its appearance being an adaptation in order to camouflage, and their occupation of caves due to the fact that mushrooms exist in there, and they need food. Up next, number 6 is Existential Crisis. The ending of Minecraft has always been a bit of an enigma, but in a video by the game theorist, this strange ending is broken down. So, recap time. Once the player defeats the Ender Dragon in this update of the game, they get an incredibly long poetic scroll of text, a conversation that happens between two godlike characters. Instead of the philosophical garbage about getting outside and enjoying real life, game theory argues that the ending is actually incredibly empowering and inspirational. So the speakers of this poem are the things that craft the universe and hold it together. The idea is that we are made up of the same stuff as the universe.
We're in the universe, and the universe is in us.
Therefore, we already have everything we need to build what we want to create in life, like you can in Minecraft. It's all about waking up to how important you are to crafting the world. And at number 5 is It's a Dream. One of the more popular theories out there is that the game is actually a dream, with survival mode being reminiscent of a nightmare, and creative mode being lucid dream. Evidence for this is the ambient noises that sound distorted and muffled, with the argument that these are noises from waking life. And to top it all off, this ties in perfectly with the ending to Minecraft, and the fact that the phrase wake up is repeated. But that does contradict that other theory we mentioned earlier. Ooh, opinions. Up next, number 4 is the Void is a black hole. From the YouTube channel Loxton and Noggin, this theory explores how the Void could be a black hole. You die immediately whenever you enter the Void and lose all of your inventory, and falling into the Void shares many characteristics with what entering a black hole would be like. Scientists have determined that if you were to fall into a black hole because of the way gravity reacts inside of one, you would gradually be snapped in half, again and again and again. Dark. But it is similar to what happens in Minecraft when you fall into the Void. Your health drops and drops and drops until it's entirely gone. The theory goes on to compare the two by exploring the aesthetics of the Void juxtaposed to quantum mechanics of a black hole, so definitely go check out their video for more on it. It even explains how the world of Minecraft could exist next to a black hole, aka the Void. Super neat. Up next, number 3 is why creepers explode. Another one from the game theorist, this one explores why the creepers explode. Long story short, he explains that creepers could be made of peat moss, which explodes to spread its spores, and shares a lot of common attributes and properties to creepers. It also has electrochemical properties that could explain how they react when they're hit by lightning. Creepers also drop gunpowder, which just so happens to be made of the same properties of peat moss. Plus, peat moss can sometimes spontaneously combust. Sorry, pig theory. I know which theory train I'm jumping on. Up next, number 2 is Minecraft is about mental health. This one comes from YouTuber Rolly, where he believes that Minecraft is actually an allegory for mental health, specifically depression and substance abuse. Turning on survival mode is a metaphor for dealing with the monsters within. Skeletons are like skeletons in your closet. Previous events are actions that continue to haunt you. Zombies are the population of people who don't understand or are unable to empathize with mental health issues. creepers. And creepers? Well, they're depression. They sneak up on you and explode, blowing you and your world apart without any warning. The theory also extends to you chasing after the Ender Dragon, who is a giant metaphor for drugs and dealing with substance abuse. And finally, in our number 1 spot is Minecraft takes place on a dead star. This one is probably the most popular theory to date. Applying astrophysics to Minecraft, this theory by Spumwack explores the possibility that the world of Minecraft takes place on a dead star, or rather, a dead sun. How so? It starts with the question of why the moon and sun in the game are opposite of each other. Stars don't move around the moon, so that implies that the stars are orbiting around the Earth. This leads Spumwack to argue that this is either because of an anomaly or out of its inhabitants' attempt to stop the race from becoming extinct. He argues that they could have possibly detonated their own planet, making it a new sun, since suns eventually die out, and then they covered the dead sun with stone and dirt, making it a giant terrarium, which is why there's incredibly dense rock when you dig deeper beneath the ground. It's a little bit complicated, so definitely go watch the video if you guys want to know more. Did my best to Cole's notes it. Alright, there we have it, guys. What do you guys think of all these theories? Do you have a theory of your own? Let us know in those comments below. And in the meantime, if you dug this video, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. But for now, I've been Kelly Pally and this has been Top 10 Gaming, and I will catch you guys in the next one.